Hello guys, welcome to the Diva universe. So in today's video we're gonna talk about how to make money your friend. So I'm gonna share with you guys the 4 steps, or well, actually 3 steps that I use to help me change how I see money as my friend, how to make money your friend. Now this method came up to me like a few years ago because, as I've mentioned in my previous video, I had 2 sides of family. I have a rich family and then a poor family, and I had the pleasure and the blessing to be able to observe both of these families and see how they deal with money. And I often ask myself, why does the rich family have more money than the poor family when they're both working and they both have the same 24 hours a day? And what ultimately made the difference is that the relationship that they had with money, how they dealt with money, how they deal with money, how they felt about money. So the first step that I want to share with you guys is like, start looking at money as a person. Create a persona, a person. Look money as a person, literally and figuratively. Because at the end of the day, people, when you're dealing with other people or you're talking with other people, it's always an energy exchange. And the same is with money. Money is an energy exchange. So the best way for you to understand what is your relationship with money, how do you view money, how do you feel about money, is by looking at them as a person, looking at money as if money is a person. And when you start looking at money as a person, start asking yourself, how do you deal with money? How do you treat money? How do you flirt with money? What value do you bring to money? What value does money bring to you? With any person that you have a relationship with, you don't have a relationship with the person just because of the person. You have a relationship with the person based on the values that they bring to you, whether it be their beauty, their sexuality, their personality, their character, their knowledge, their wisdom, their presence, whatever it is. There is some type of value that this person is bringing in your life, whether it be your friendship or your intimate relationship, because you're not gonna be in a friendship with someone who doesn't bring anything to you, with someone that maybe you don't like. If that person doesn't bring some type of value to you, you wouldn't have that friendship with that person. And sometimes it's not about the relationship being like how do you call it, transactional relationship, but it's the reality of the truth. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna be with if you're someone if you're in a relationship with a guy and you find this guy really handsome and you decide to be with him because he provides for you and he's super handsome and he's your type and you like his character, that is the reason why you are in a relationship with him. But if this person was ugly, he doesn't provide for you, your character and personality doesn't match with each other, would you still be in the relationship with that person? No, of course not. So the same counts as for money. When you start seeing money as a person, then it helps you understand, how do you treat the person? What value does this person bring to you? How do you feel when you're around this person? How do you feel when you're spending money? All of these things start coming up and they become clear to you when you look at money as a person. The second thing I want you to ask yourself is, how do you flirt with money? What do I mean by this? Is like, when you spend money, when you buy things, when you pay your debts, when you pay your stuff, how do you feel when you do these things? I pray and hope that you feel good. But sometimes I notice that sometimes you have to, let's say, pay your rent, you have to pay a bill, or you got some type of debt that you have to pay. And a lot of the times when you have to pay these type of stuff, because there are things that doesn't bring you instant pleasure, people are more tend to be stingy, or pay with an energy of I don't want to do this, I don't want to pay for this, but I have to. That is not the energy that you want to use when you're paying your bills, when you're paying your electricity, when you're paying your car, when you're paying your rent. Because if you're looking at money as a person, do you think that this person is gonna feel good if you go with them with the energy of like, I don't want to give you this, I don't want to give away this money, but I have to? That is an energy exchange, and money feels that energy. And if it feels that energy, do you think it's gonna come back to you? No. Another example is when you start looking at money as a person, and you're inviting this person to your home for them to have dinner or to have a conversation or whatever. If you're inviting this person to your home, which is money, and you're just gonna offer them water with cornflakes without milk, do you think that next time they're gonna come to you? They're gonna come to your place if you invite them? No, because they already know you're gonna offer me water with cornflakes without milk. Of course they're not gonna come. But if you invite this person to your place, and when they come, you offer them wine, food, you offer them sweets, you offer them this, you offer them that, the next time that you invite them to your place, they will want to come to your place. They're not even gonna wait for an invitation. They're gonna ask you when can they come again. And they'll probably bring their friends too, which is the 200 bill, the 300 bill, the 400 bill. And then you're gonna have even more money coming to you, because the first time that you invited money to your place, you treat them well. You offer them wine, you offer them drinks, you offer them food, you offer them gourmet, all of the things. So next time that they come, they're gonna bring the $100 bill, the $200 bill, $500 bill, and all the other bills. And you're gonna have more money. So when you start seeing money as a person, it's gonna be easy for you to see what is the relationship that you have with money. How do you treat money? How do you feel when you spend money, when you pay your bills? Like, what value do you bring to money? Because money goes where there is value. And sometimes the value doesn't have to be specifically like, have to be immediate. The value can be when money comes to you, you invest into going to the gym, pilots, workouts, books, music, whatever it is that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that brings you value. Like, if reading books brings you value, then money will want to come to you so that you can bring that value to money, because money likes to go where it feels good. So if buying that book, subscribing to the gym membership or to the pilots or whatever it is that you're doing, that's gonna bring you some type of value, some type of joy, and it's gonna make you feel good, that money is gonna come to you again, over and over again, because it feels good that you're feeling good, and it wants you to feel good, because that is what money wants to do. It wants you to feel good, but it also wants you to appreciate it. It also wants you to value it. It also wants you to make it feel good. By making yourself feel good, by purchasing or buying or doing whatever it is that you're doing that feels good to you. Like when you're going to pay your bills or you're going to pay your rent, don't pay with the energy, oh, I have to do it even though I don't want to. No, pay it with the energy that I want to do it because this is going to be beneficial for me. When you're paying your bills, it's going to be beneficial for you to have water, for you to have electricity, for you to have a place that you can rest, for you to have a place that you can call home and feel yourself. So money is then going to come to you because it wants you to feel good. It wants you to feel great. But if you're paying that bill with like, I don't know, I don't want to spend that money, but I have to because otherwise I don't have a place to live, then the next time, the next month, it's going to be harder for you to even have that money to pay the rent or that bill because you paid it with that energy. And money feels energy. Money is energy. So those are some of the traits that I have used to change my relationship with money and to change how I feel about money, how I view money, how I feel when I spend money, how I feel when I buy things, etc., etc. Because at the end of the day, money is just energy exchange. It's just like the friendships that you have, it's just like the relationship that you have. None of those relationships would be in your life if you didn't bring some type of benefit to them, whether it be their personality, their character, who they are as their person, their energy, their essence. There is something about that that is bringing you some type of energy, some type of value. So what is it that you are doing in that regards for money? If you start viewing money as a person, what value do you bring to money? What is the energy? What is the relationship like? Do you flirt with money? Do you laugh with money? Do you have fun with money? Do you enjoy money? Do you enjoy sharing it with others? Paying your bills and stuff. How do you feel when you pay your bills, when you pay your rent? That ultimately are things that are gonna benefit you. Even though it may feel like it in the moment, but on the long run they are. Because you rather go to your home every day after finish working instead of being homeless. That's why homeless people, when they find a home, they appreciate and value that home so much, because they understand what it's like to be without a home. So don't ever be ungrateful or feel like, oh, I have to do it but I don't want to, da da da. No, that's not the energy that you want. You want that high vibration energy. So switch it up and make it high vibration. Always change it up in a way that's gonna benefit you, because it's all about perspective. It's always about changing the perspective in a way that's gonna benefit you. Maybe that bill, it didn't came in the right time, but it's okay, because if you flip that perspective in a way that's gonna benefit you, then you're not even bothered or worry about it, because you know, I'm gonna pay this bill and it's gonna be done with it, but I'm not gonna worry because I know that money is gonna come back to me tenfold. Why? Because of the energy exchange when paying that bill, the energy that you used when paying that bill. You didn't do it of like, I have to because da 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 da. No, you did it with the energy and the enjoyment of knowing that it's gonna come back to me tenfold. Period. Always. And that's the energy that you want to have. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.